Hello students, this is Priyanka Bagchi from SVM Sinidih, and today I am going to discuss some of the rest part of the chapter Children at Work. As you all must know that we have discussed the chapter already. Some of the chapter highlights we have already discussed, and today I will discuss the rest of the some few parts. These are the things you have already seen in our previous videos. This is the whole chapter given here. You will be able to go through the original book. This is the exercise also. Vocabulary. You must learn the meaning of the words. And then comes the chapter highlights, which also we have done. We have done up to point 20. Today I am going to start with 21. So as it suggests, Jaya led him to the garbage bin behind the hall in search of food. Here again the sarcastic remarks made by the author. In those heap of leftovers, Jaya said that she eats only untouched food. The girl's work, that is rag picking. On the next page, the girl's home. Velu found Jaya's home the strangest. Velu's comparison with huts in his village to huts here. Velu's journey to become a rag picker. His queries about Jam Bazaar Jaggu. And the last point is Velu showed maturity to accept any type of job for survival. Today we will discuss these few points. So, behind that hall there was a huge garbage pile, people. From that pile of garbages and leftovers, Jaya found 2 smashed bananas and a vada. She gave one banana and a vada to Velu to eat. Velu was feeling stinky and reluctant to eat those leftovers thrown in the dustbin. He looked at the food with distaste. But what to do? He was very hungry. Still he asked Jaya if she eats leftovers. To this, Jaya answered that she does not eat leftovers. She eats only untouched food. She then told Velu that she did not have any money to buy food for him. So, here I would tell you people the sarcastic remarks of the author here, which in the form of sentences came from the mouth of Jaya, that she eats. She was eating things from those garbages, but she said that she eats only untouched food. So this is very pity for the children like them, that they are not even blessed with the 2 times proper meal. They have to survive on those leftovers. They have to take the food from those garbages, and still the dignity was that, the self-confidence was that of the girl, that she said that she takes only untouched food and she does not eat leftovers. So this was the honor of the girl. This was the self-confidence of the girl, the dignity of the girl, that she was not ashamed of doing her work. Okay, she was self-confident, she was self-dependent, and that is a very good activity or good behavior of that girl. So she When Value was feeling stinky of those food, she told Value that she did not have any money to buy food for him. Finally, Value surrendered before the high intensity of hunger and ate the banana as well as the vada. The girl had only one more banana which she ate herself. Through the character of the girl Jaya, the writers tried to make a sarcastic remark that how pathetic life was for the children like Jaya, that they had to work very hard day and night even though they don't have 2 times meal. They had to live on the leftovers of the rich people who would take more on their plates and then throw them in the dustbin. From those heap of leftovers, the girl claimed that she eats only untouched food. So this is the pity for their life. It was time for Jaya to go. So she asked Value if he was coming with or wanted to wait. Value knew it very well that in that vast city he could not arrange thing alone. So he started following her. For the first time since morning, Value asked the name of that girl. Okay, since morning they had been almost together, but Value did not know the name of that girl. So for the first time he asked the name of the girl, and the girl made fun of him that without knowing even her name he had been following her. So the girl said her name to Value and they started going towards Jaya's home. Both Jaya and Value walked on for half an hour. They walked across a dirty trickle of water which Jaya called Buckingham Canal. Near some puddles of water there was a row of huts which were the strangest huts Value had ever seen in his life before. It was a slum house made of broken steel, sheet and other useless materials like an old tire, plastic seats, wood, bricks, etc. Those huts, they stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall at any time. So you can see in this picture, this hut, and you can see what are the things used to make this hut. And these such kind of huts were very peculiar for Value, as in his village he did not see such kind of huts. So that's why it was very strange for him. These huts were strange for Value because in his village he had seen huts made up of muds and palm leaves. Jaya went inside her hut and dumped her sack and picked up another empty sack. She then threw a pair of old shoes towards Value, handed him over a sack as hers and asked him to come with her. Value was a little confused with the work he had been assigned, as he had only worked on a landowner's farm, weeding and grazing cows. Puzzled, Value asked Jaya if there was any farm in the city, to which Jaya answered that there were no farm and no farmers in the city. Jaya introduced herself as a rag picker. So, rag picker, we have already discussed before that what a rag picker is and what is her or his job. So Jaya introduced herself as a rag picker to Value, and she said that most of the children like them are rag pickers in the city. Value had not done such work before, so he was very confused about the type of job. Jaya then said to Value that they would be picking papers, plastics and glass bottles. When Jaya said that they would sell those rubbishes to Jam Bazar Jaggu, Value became again confused. He was confused why someone would buy rubbishes when they are waste materials. Jaya told Value that they sell the things for money and Jaggu sells those materials to a factory for recycling. Still, the puzzle Still, the puzzle of the name Jam Bazar Jaggu was not clear to Value. So, Jaya thought that Value was taking much time on thinking. So, she rebuked him whether he was taking up the job of rag picking or not. Though Value was reluctant to do such job, but then he was a sincere boy, having a positive attitude. He thought that until he would get a better job, he would do the job of rag picking. He followed Jaya with a sigh. So, this shows Value's self-confidence that in this big city, he could not be dependent on Jaya. Though it was not the work he had come to Chennai to do, but he was confident enough that soon he would get some sober, better job and then he would leave this job. This way, Value's new journey of life started and the story also comes to an end here. Up to here we have discussed, and you can see on the next page the short summary is given. This much for today, students. Thank you.